Hi, my name is Sonya Wilder, and I am a QHHT practitioner. I'm going to do this recording because I'm going to have more space the way I used to do my broadcast, The Practice of Healing with Sonya Wilder, several years ago. I got my big professional mic, and this is actually the way that I record my sessions, my QHHT sessions. So I'm going to try this because I have more space and doing it with my iPad the way I've been doing it until I get a really good camera, which we're working towards that. We're asking for that. We're going to do it this way so I can have a little bit more time. I want to share. I've had a few sessions. I've facilitated a few sessions, and I'm waiting for the clients to watch them and give me permission to post an edited version of them. So, and I'm not going to share a universal message from either of them. What I want to share right now is my own message, and it's important because there's a theme that's come up right now as, again, we're constantly shifting and growing, and there's a lot of challenges because of ego. And this is my observation. This is what my healing session clients, I do QHHT sessions, which are 4-hour sessions, and those are a very complete healing of looking at past lives, sometimes future lives, sometimes you're the elements, sometimes you're animals or trees or plants or fairies or gnomes or devas or whatever. Looking at other star systems, and then we find out who your guides are if they come through. For me, they always have in my sessions, and then we talk to the highest self, the higher self, and we find out what it is that this client is integrating more of in their life and bringing the highest self in more, and bringing in clarity and deep healing and doing a body scan, et cetera, et cetera. There's a lot to a QHHT session. My sessions, I do call them quantum healing hypnosis sessions, but they are also the BQH sessions, the beyond quantum healing sessions, because I include Reiki and color therapy. I put all my clients in crystal grids. We use essential oils. I'm an aromatherapist. And I'm channeling. I am a psychic medium. I am a channeler. I am a conscious channeler, and I channel throughout. So I work as a guide for you in your sessions with your guides at remote view. And a guide, I work with white light, white light, white light, and the 4 directions archangels and the angelic realm and the High Council of the Galactics. I work with them. I am completely connected with them. There's parts of me that are sitting on councils for specific star groups, and I tune into those. Everything that I do is through love, through white light. But I also give healing sessions, and those are, and you can see pictures of those on my website, sonyawilderwellness.com. I give healing sessions, and I have for a long time. And the client lays on the healing table and in a crystal grid, essential oils. Everything is just created right there because it's whatever the client needs. And I do Reiki and different energetic healing techniques. And sometimes it's sound healing. Sometimes it's sacred geometrical shape healing, which is known as a quantum shiatsu type healing. I channel these, and it's quite profound. I also use psychic mediumship in healing sessions. I talk with loved ones and guides that are in higher spaces, and I can help you to integrate the fragments of yourself back into oneness through healing sessions as well. They're shorter and they're more economical than the QHHT sessions, but the QHHT sessions are, from my experience, are even bigger than the healing sessions. But I have regular clients every week for healing sessions. There's a general theme in all of these sessions just lately. It's just 2 words: let go. Let go. Fear. This is a wonderful quote. I don't know who originated it. I did not. Fear is a false idea projected outward or projected outwards. Fear is a false idea projected outwards. Fear is a false idea projected outwards. Like, take that in and feel it. Everything that you experience without is a projection of what's going on within. And it's so important that that's said and that you don't think about it, but you feel it. Feel it. Take it in. What is going to save humanity in this time of ascension, of shifting with Gaia, Mother Earth? What's going to save humanity is love. It's love. It's all there is. Love is light. And light is all there is. So please allow my image, which loves you very much, to mirror to you the light that you are, the love that you are. I have been feeling and tuning in constantly. I spend most of my day in meditation. I move around, but I don't play music and I don't think much. I just observe. When I do think, it's through observation. And when I do think, it's purposeful. I have control over my thoughts. And when the thoughts come in that I don't have control over, I observe and I tune in. Where are they coming from? I have to get very discerning because I am a conduit of light, conduit of energy. We all are. We all are. We all are. I'm aware of mine. I'm aware of how my body works. I'm aware that this is a light system, a system of energy, of electricity. So when all of this fear is coming in, I tune in. Where is it coming from? It's always coming from out here into my auric field, from out. It's human collective fear. It's very painful. It's very heavy, this fear. It's very heavy. I don't like it at all. I don't want to experience it. I don't want to feel it, but I make myself feel it. And I observe it. I have to. I'm not going to hold it in my body. And it's the only way that I'm going to help everyone is by feeling it and then putting a white light pyramid around it and sending it back to light. And that's what I do. Here's an interesting observation. Here's what happened to me a few days ago. I was going to gas up my car, and traffic was very slow. It was all backed up, and I saw ahead that there were a bunch of police sirens ahead, and you just go, oh geez, here we go. Here's more of a show. What now? There's so many emergencies, there's so many accidents, and there's just so many like drug busts and all of that. So of course everybody's slowing down as they do because they want to see what's going on, because the ego loves emergency, the ego loves drama. And I drive past and there's just one guy, two Portland police SUVs, their lights flashing, two guys, no one else is around except for all these cars driving past him. One guy standing there with his hands cuffed behind his back. He's just standing there. He's just accepting. On the outside, he's just accepting. And I continue driving, and I get ready to get on to another road that leads back to my apartment where I live. And I get an imprint. I get a clairvoyance imprint of this man, but I get hit with this wave that comes from him around and hits me in the solar plexus chakra at the navel. And I feel it, and it's heat, and it's intense fear, and it comes up, it goes to the diaphragmatic chakra right underneath my stomach. It goes right into the stomach, and I allow these things to happen. So this just happens to me. I don't suppress anything. And just all of a sudden I just start going and heat in my face and the upper chakras here, and tears, just tears, and sobbing, and heat, and sobbing, and heat, and hyperventilating and panic, and this picture of this man, and he's seemingly standing with his hands behind his back like, I surrender, I get it, but inside that's what he was experiencing. And my auric field, which is so expansive, picked it up so I could express it for him, so I could clear it for him, because clearly that's what I agreed to do in this body. And that's part of my light work. It was so painful, and I expressed it, as I'm driving. I expressed it, and I cried for him. At the frustration of the situation, and of the police officers just continuing to comply with the system, and everybody completely complying with the system, continuing to comply with the system that none of us understand, and I feel most of us don't want. And it's not loving. It sucks the life force out of everyone, this system that I'm recording on. But I'm helping all of you, if you're watching this, by being honest and expressing. I cleared it all, which I always do. This happens to me, I don't know, whenever it does. There doesn't seem to be a pattern to it. I have my whole life expressed this. I just didn't understand it until I started teaching yoga so long ago. And really I started working with clients in 2005. And that was before the big ascension started happening. And I cleared it. And then I'm observing the whole thing. My body's expressing this, and I'm observing the whole thing. I'm the awareness above expressing this whole thing and observing. And I come back into my body, and it was observation. What was that? And I just allowed the play out of that whole cleansing. I allowed the sequencing of it, the protocol of it to happen, so that I understood it. So that not only do I know what it is in my body, that I cleared it, that I was conscious while I was doing it, but that I can always explain that to all the light workers that come to me for healing sessions and QHHT sessions, and for all the light workers who come to my yoga classes. And I can introduce it into my classes as business desires, as I'm prompted to. We must let go. We have to let go. How do we do that? Love yourself. So here's what I do, and I have to practice this because there's so much practice of self-damnation, of judging of ego, of negativity. There's such a practice of negativity that we have to practice positivity until we really understand that it's our natural state of being. I practice letting go, and I observe all these parts of myself, and there's still a small critic in me, and so I observe the critic. I don't give it any energy. I observe it. And every once in a while, have to have a little vent. How come there's still lack? And why aren't we all making more money that we need to? And how come we're not together more? And how come we're still living in these boxes? And why are we still consuming? And I observe all of that, and I have to practice loving that one. I have to practice loving the critic and loving the angry one, and loving the grieving one, and loving the depressed one, and loving the disappointed one, and loving the anxious one, and loving the depressed one. When I observe it, I realize that most of that is not mine. Most of it is the human collective that comes in when you're awake. What is hanging around in the stratosphere and the in-between places in the ethers, it comes in to be acknowledged so it can be healed and transformed. It transforms back into light, and I have to do this conscious light work of source, light, all that is. Here, take this negativity and transform it, please. Thank you. I'm grateful. I want to share all this with anyone who wants to hear it. This is why I'm here. There's a lot of me that doesn't want to be here because we're still in this. And the mind goes, really? It's 2018. Shouldn't we be past this already? Shoulda, woulda, coulda. But for anyone who listens, for anyone that this you can relate, that you have a similar frequency to this, a similar vibration, I offer this because there's still a part of me that goes, why? I don't want to be here. I have my kids. I love my kids. But I don't want to be here because I'm still struggling financially, and I still haven't fully ascended yet. And I desire to ascend. I desire not to have physical form anymore and just be like back home to source. That's my desire. And then I see signs, 1111 with a logo of a planet Earth on it. I'm like, yeah. I'm here to help awaken humanity on Gaia. I get that. But who's listening? Who's listening? Who cares? Who's really caring? I live as authentically and as lovingly as I can. I love myself. And I teach by example and through words and through classes and through sessions. I'm an out light worker, and I have been for a long time. Who else? Who else is going to join me? Who else is out there? Who else is going to comment in the box below? Who else is going to say, yeah, I get it. Let's come together. Who else? Where are you? Where are the ones that are loving themselves? That's what I put out there. Let go. Let go. Let go of your ideas. Let go of anything that doesn't feel good to you. Let go of a concept. Let go of the job that is not making you happy. Let go of the relationship that's dead. It's going to change things. Yep, it is for the better. I let go of a dead relationship. I let go of a toxic relationship. I let go of a death relationship. I let go of all relationships that were in a low vibration. I let go so that I could love me. And I only want to see him if he reflects that, because he loves him. And where is that for you? Let go of all of the material things that you don't need. Let go of buying things that feed your addictions. Let go, because you love yourself, and love the one that thinks they want those things. Do this with me. Let's do this together. Because love wins. Love wins. It really does. That's all there is, really. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time and your energy. I am incredibly grateful. I'm incredibly grateful for anyone who subscribes to this channel. If this speaks to you, if you feel this in your heart, in your gut, in your soul, please subscribe. And it gives me purpose. And please like the video. And please send a loving comment. I want to hear from you. I want to know. I want to listen. I want to read and listen. And I want to know who you are. It's important that we connect now. Thank you. If you are called to do a QHHT session with me or a healing sessions are also online. QHHT sessions right now are in physical presence, and I'm working on BQH sessions, Beyond Quantum Healing, which I can do online. Go to my website, sonyawilderwellness.com. Check it out. There's a lot there. I work hard on it. I do. I work hard on it. Check it out. Thank you. I'm very, very grateful. And I love you.